Hello everyone, my name is Stephanie Searles and this is my week 4 multimedia presentation. I belong to Generation Y. This generation collectively represents people born from 1980 to up about 2000. As per the lecture by Dr. Sundstrom, I agree with the majority of the characteristics noted about this generation. One of the stated elements is that people belonging to this generation require a lot of freedom in their workplace to perform or unleash their best. In the same light, they prefer the isolation of personal life and work life. Interestingly, Generation Y employees also like to work both at home and in the office setting compared to traditionalist or baby boomers. And just for the record, I completely align and agree with that statement. Given that they are both more receptive and appreciate the use of technology to facilitate their work-related activities. Being in this generation, I find myself and my current work life to fit most of these characteristics. However, on people skills, I can say it varies from person to person, but I find the Y generation to be worse off in terms of people skills compared to traditionalist or baby boomers. Therefore, I identify with the values discussed in the lecture. A few of my coworkers belong to the baby boomer generation. One of the aspects I notice about them is that they mostly have a positive outlook on almost everything and appreciate new ideas. I agree with the lecturer that they are team motivated and very particular about timelines. I always find it easy to work with them compared to their younger counterparts. I've found that having different management strategies for all of these groups to be ideal, although challenging to execute based on efficiency. Having a one-size-fits-all approach is almost ideal in its own right, but may not bring out the best in employees. As a supervisor in a public agency, I would go for different management strategies for each generation to motivate each employee and bring out their best in terms of performance. From the lecture, we can identify that each generation has its own motivating factors. As such, having a one-size-fits-all strategy may not be ideal for running an effective public sector agency. The theory that best aligns with my answer is Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory. I chose this theory given the possibility of different generations having different motivating factors, as seen in the lecture by Dr. Sundstrom. For example, by virtue of loyalty to the organization, traditionalists can be said to have a need for belongingness. On the other hand, the baby boomers can be categorized in the self-actualization level in the hierarchy of needs, given that they are mission-driven. On the other hand, Generation Y can be classified to have a need for safety as per Maslow's hierarchy, given their drive to have assurance for secure employment and career growth. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you for spending some time with me this week, and I hope you're all having a good weekend.